Rex Ryan's Shedeur Sanders comments. Why former NFL coach is going viral for rant about Browns rookie. Shedeur Sanders has to be the most talked about fifth-round draft pick in recent memory. The Cleveland Browns decided to draft both Oregon QB Dillon Gabriel and Sanders in the same draft class, hoping to find their quarterback of the future. Cleveland has since gone with Joe Flacco under center through the first 4 weeks of the season, and Sanders has been consistently listed behind Gabriel in the depth chart. The Browns decided to make a quarterback swap for Week 5 and went with Gabriel, which wasn't a surprise. The shock to the sports world was that Flacco was made his backup and Sanders remained QB3. Early in Week 5, before the Browns decided to bench the veteran quarterback, ESPN analyst and former head coach Rex Ryan talked on Get Up about Sanders and the Cleveland QB situation. His comments were harsh, but also on brand with how Ryan carries himself as an analyst. Sanders responded in a unique way on Wednesday that went viral on social media. Mobile phone with arrow follow the sporting news on WhatsApp. Here is more on the comments that Ryan made about Sanders and how the rookie quarterback responded. More, why Shedeur Sanders isn't starting over Dillon Gabriel. Rex Ryan's comments on Shedeur Sanders. Sanders has been criticized throughout his entire NFL career. While you may say it is only Week 5, the rookie has been criticized since his pre-draft process, when reports came out that he was telling teams not to draft him. Then, he had his number retired at Colorado despite barely having a winning record in 2 years with the program. Sanders has provided material for outlets, so the local Cleveland beat continually tries to ask him questions about his role with the team. Ryan has taken exception to how the quarterback has carried himself, just over a month into the season. He cited the quarterback talks, runs his mouth, and Ryan told him to get your in the front row and study. Quit being an embarrassment that way. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now. Why did Rex Ryan rip Shedeur Sanders? It's kind of the role that Ryan plays whenever he is included on the Get Up panel. He provides insight from being a former head coach in the league, and he tends to get heated about a topic when he is on the show, but it doesn't seem like he has a personal vendetta or anything against Sanders. Ryan just seems tired of always hearing about Sanders, from his perspective, and not seeing the rookie doing anything to better his situation. The analyst has seen the Browns' quarterback situation and, like many fans, is shocked that Sanders isn't getting an opportunity, so Ryan decided to blame the rookie, assuming that he isn't doing enough to earn playing time. More NFL. Complete timeline of injuries for 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey. Shedeur Sanders mime interview. Players are required to do media appearances, but they aren't required to give answers. Marshawn Lynch is now infamous for his "I'm just here so I don't get fined" interview, where he said that after every single question the media asked him. The Browns' rookie quarterback took that up a notch on Wednesday after Ryan's comments. Anytime he was asked about being the QB3 still after Dillon Gabriel was deemed the starter to overtake Joe Flacco, who moved into the QB2 role, Sanders mimed his answers. He would emote and move his mouth, but he made no sound. It made for one of the weirdest interview segments we have ever seen from a player. Teddy Ricketson. Teddy Ricketson is a digital content producer at the Sporting News. He joined the team in 2024 after spending the last 3 years writing for Vox Media as part of its DK Nation/network team. Teddy does his best to support the South Carolina Gamecocks and Carolina Panthers, but tends to have more fun cheering on the Atlanta Braves. In his free time, he loves spending time with his wife, Brooke, and their 2 dogs, Bo and Hootie. It's not often that a single television rant from a former NFL coach hijacks the sports conversation for an entire week, but that's exactly what Rex Ryan accomplished with his fiery comments about Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders. The outburst, which started as an off-the-cuff critique during an NFL morning segment, spiraled into a viral moment, sparking debates that stretched from ESPN to social media to barbershops across the country. Ryan's colorful language, unapologetic delivery, and trademark bravado fused with the intrigue surrounding Shedeur Sanders' unique entry into the NFL spotlight, creating the perfect storm. This isn't just a story about Rex Ryan shouting at a camera. It's about football culture colliding with celebrity, generational divides, media theatrics, and the impossible expectations placed on young quarterbacks. To understand why Ryan's rant took on a life of its own, we need to rewind, dissect, and examine the moving parts that turned a moment of TV theater into a viral phenomenon. The setup: Browns rookie quarterback in the spotlight. Shedeur Sanders entered the NFL draft with as much attention as any rookie quarterback in recent memory. The son of Deion Coach Prime Sanders, Shedeur carried not just his own collegiate accolades, but also the gravitational pull of a family dynasty that had transformed college football into a media spectacle. By the time he landed with the Cleveland Browns, the expectations were suffocating. On one hand, Browns fans were desperate for a savior after years of quarterback carousel misery. On the other hand, national pundits scrutinized Shedeur with a sharper lens, eager to see whether the son of a Hall of Famer could actually deliver on the professional stage. And then came the QB room drama. The Browns coaching staff had made the surprising decision to start Dillon Gabriel, another rookie, over Sanders early in the season, while veteran Joe Flacco loomed in the background. It was a situation tailor-made for media fireworks, a high-profile rookie not starting, questions about favoritism, and a franchise with a tortured quarterback history. This was the backdrop when Rex Ryan, never one to mince words, launched into his now viral critique. Rex Ryan's Rant, the spark that lit the fire. On a brisk Monday morning TV segment, the panel began discussing Cleveland's decision to start Gabriel over Sanders. Most analysts gave safe, politically correct answers, praising Gabriel's poise, noting Sanders' need for development, and talking about the coaching staff's long-term vision. Rex Ryan. He had no interest in diplomacy. He leaned forward, his voice already climbing, and delivered the line that ignited the internet. Shedeur Sanders isn't ready for this league, and if his last name wasn't Sanders, we wouldn't even be talking about him. The Browns need wins, not a reality show. From there, Ryan unloaded, questioning Sanders' footwork, mocking his sideline demeanor, and even hinting that the rookie carried a little too much Hollywood into the locker room. He gestured wildly, his voice booming as his fellow analysts tried, and failed, to rein him in. Within minutes, clips of the rant hit social media. By lunchtime, the phrase, Rex Ryan on Shedeur, was trending on X, Instagram Reels were looping his comments, and TikTok creators were splicing Ryan's rant with Sanders' college highlights, family reactions, and memes. The rant went viral not just because of what Ryan said, but because of who he was saying it about. Why it went viral? 4 layers of a media firestorm.